So I picked up some small mirrors at Dollar Tree. They're 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Just to practice, put some graphics on them, maybe a photo. But first I wanted to do a materials test. And when I started looking around on YouTube for any examples of that, I didn't find any. I'm not saying they're not there, I just didn't find them. I did find a couple done in XCS, but not LightBurn. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to set it up, run it, and then we'll have the settings we need when we move forward with a photo or a graphic. Welcome to the channel. I'm Dave. So anytime you're changing to a material you haven't used, and I haven't used mirrors before, it's best to do a materials test so you can get your best result. And that's what we're going to do today. So if the information is helpful, please like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow, and it will help keep me in the shop, and I'll keep sharing, I promise. So we're going to go up to laser tools and down to materials test. Now first, this Y center and X center is only adjustable because I'm in absolute coordinates right over here. So I'm going to change that to user origin. We'll go back and take another look, and you can see that it's grayed out. So if you want to adjust where the materials test is going to run, you need to be in absolute coordinates. It's just going to go to the center. It reflects the center of my laser bed, and that's where it's going to run. And just always do a frame. Once you get it set up, do a frame, and then just move your object under the laser head, and that's what I do. I think it's the best way. So these counts up top, that's the number of boxes that will show in the materials test. Let's do a preview. And of course it is on another screen. So you can see that that's the number of boxes down and across. Speed and power, of course. The minimum 10 millimeters, max 300 millimeters. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm just going to use these defaults and let it run. I don't know about this 100% power because I've got a 40-watt laser, and I guess worst case it'll just cut into the glass, so we'll find out. These are the size of the boxes, 5 millimeters. We're going to leave that there. This edit border setting is if you were maybe you're doing a materials test on some wood and you do want to cut it out, then you can set this border setting to cut that out for you. So since I'm on a mirror, I'm just going to cut it off. For this edit text setting, let's enable it here on the bottom. Take a look at the preview. You can see the text that's going to be on the materials test, and up top you should see interval as well, but that won't show until we get this set in fill mode on both accounts, the text and material setting. It doesn't show up for some reason. So that'll be a tip for you to know that you're not set properly. Also, the text and the block should be flushed in red because we have this show traversal turned on. And we'll go test that, see what we got. Click OK. We'll go to edit text, change from line to fill. This is just your last engrave settings. You may need to adjust it, but if you're comfortable, it will make a mark and show you the text on the test. Then you can leave it alone or change it. Click OK. Let's go to edit material setting. We'll change that from line to fill. You don't need to change this speed and power because it's being controlled here. And click OK. Now we can go back to the preview, and you can see everything's flushed in red and interval is showing because we set it to fill. So if you don't see those things, you know you're not set right, and you don't want to waste your material having the wrong settings. Let's click OK. All right, we can jump into laser, do a frame, get this set up, and see what we got. All right, folks, I'll be right back. Okay, I've got a piece of cardboard down just to make it easier to slide the mirror around. and it'll absorb some of the light. If your laser bed was cleaner than mine, you may run the risk of getting some reflection back and damaging your piece of glass, your mirror. So we're going to run the frame, and then we'll move this around and get it just right. That was pretty close. So let's run it again and we'll tape it down. That looks good. Put a little tape on it just in case it wanted to slide around. I am going to use air and exhaust. All right, let's run it and see what we get. All right, so clearly that 100% power was too much. So let me clean this up and we'll get a closer look at it and see what we got. Maybe it's good enough I can at least tell what I need to do when I run a graphic. All right, folks, I'll be right back. Okay, so we made a bit of a mess. That power was too high. I suspected it would be, but that's why we test. And we've got enough left to get a good reading off of it. So let's take a look at that. Okay, well, here's the finished material test. It looks like that 100% power was too much. It actually started breaking up around 50 or so. But the best setting for a graphic is going to be something around 100 millimeters per second and 20% power. Just remember, sometimes the backing on mirrors will be different between the types. So just stick with the same mirror or do another materials test if you change. And I'll try this on a graphic, hopefully for the next video, and share that with you, and we'll see how that works out. And if I didn't give you enough information, just ask questions. I'm glad to answer questions anytime. And if it was helpful, please like and subscribe. Share, comment, all of it's appreciated. It helps the channel grow, and it keeps me out in the shop where I like to be. So just check back often for new videos. You folks take care, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you.